Now we're going to move on and take a look at one of our newest superstars.
When I was a little kid, I grew up, playing street basketball in Chicago. And I've just always wanted to make a pinball basketball game.
Welcome to NBA Fastbreak Pinball.
The playfield design in this game is very interesting. It's got a basket, first of all, because, it's a basketball game. And you're going to take that pinball and you're going to shoot it through the basket. And there's 4 holes in front of the basket. You can pass the ball from any of those 4 holes. There's a defender working against you, and he'll go to whatever hole that you have the ball in. You pass the ball away, you take a shot on basket. You're working against a 24-second shot clock, just like the real thing.
Get ready for some prime-time basketball.
The scoring in Fast Break totally parallels real basketball. You shoot free throws, they're worth 1 point. You shoot around, it's 2, and of course there's 3-pointers. It creates a tremendous spirit of competition. I know what I have to do to catch you. It's a very relatable number. It's not a billion points.
Oh, he buried that one!
The backlash feature is in response to our customers who wanted something different happening in pinball, some new way of playing.
Today's game is being brought to you by Valley Pinball in conjunction with the NBA.
The NBA is tremendous. It's a tremendous property. It's got the kind of equity that a license needs to have. We've got all 29 NBA teams in this game, and we've got 5 starters from every team. It's earned very well in a variety of locations. And that's really, let's face it, in our business, that's a huge selling point. Fastbreak includes a tournament software package. And what that means is that the operator can set up and run a tournament. In the right location, it can be a huge contributor to earnings. I really think it's going to be one of the best games we've ever made.
Gentlemen, I am out of here. What a game!
Yep, it is one of the best games we've ever made. And I'm standing here with the designer of the game. This is Mr. George Gomez, for those in the room who don't know him. Pinball designer extraordinaire. What do you say we unveil this thing and take a look at it, huh? Yes, sir. Ooh, let's have a round of applause for NBA Fast Break. Wow, when you look at this thing, it looks completely different than any pinball machine I've ever seen. Can you take us through some of the features, George?
Absolutely, Jim. This is truly landmark pinball. We have pulled the stops out and provided an absolute awesome game here. We start out with the backlash feature, interactive, player-actuated backlash feature. A lot of our customers asked us to do something different in pinball, and this is part of that. You come down to the game here, right on the play field, where the basket is located. You'll see 4 shooter positions in front of the basket. There's also a shot clock in the back box. How you play this area is you're going to go into one of the shooter positions and you're going to play against some of the best defenders in the NBA. The defender is going to move in front of that shooter position and you're going to try to beat them. You can pass the ball with the flippers, pass left, pass right, make a shot on basket. You're working against the 24-second shot clock just like the real thing. The whole game is essentially basketball. You don't score millions of points in this pinball machine. You score 1s, 2s, and 3s, just like basketball. It creates a tremendous spirit of competition. I know exactly what it is that I need to do to beat you, Jim. If you're up 6 points, I need a couple of 3s, or I'll take some 2s. I'm not going to do it shooting free throws. There's a couple of other features which are really important to this game. The tournament feature, which you heard about in the video, you really need to find out about this. Certain locations, this feature can be a killer. And then, of course, the surprise of the evening, the world's first ever linked pinball. You can take 2 fast breaks with a link kit and hook them together, and I can play against you, and we play a different type of pinball. It's a new way to play pinball. Essentially, you're going to play for a minute and a half, And the interface, the startup interface, is just like a video game, just like a cruising link. And what happens is, at the end of that minute and a half, whoever's ahead in points wins. It's that simple. The game that you're going to see is right over there. There's one NBA Fastbreak linked on the floor, and you're going to see it. It's very crude. We're still working on it, but linking is coming. It's the world's first ever, and we're going to do it. We're going to do it. This basketball game really lends itself to that. Let me show you a little bit about the game.
Why don't you show us that backlash feature? Show us how we activate that and make that thing do its thing.
Well, the very first time that you go to Crazy Bob's concession stand, because this is basketball, and at the stadium there's concessions. You're going to play pizza PowerPoints. That's up here. You can shoot right here, or you can use one of the flipper buttons. And you see it scrolling 1, 2, 3. I want to try to time my shot so that I hit a 1, 2, or a 3. It's really a lot of fun. This is Fast Break. It's Mark Pinball.
I can imagine that'll be even more exciting if you can have two games linked together. People are going head to head and they're trying to outscore their competition.
Jim, when you play the head-to-head game, you can play the game any way you want. I can go play pizza PowerPoints if I am really slick at timing myself up here, and you can go play Hot Dog Mania where all shots are worth 3 points if you think you can hit a variety of shots doing that. So there's a lot of ways to play the link game. The link game is, as you'll see, it's still very crude, but it's going to be there. It's really going to be there.
Thank you. Let's have a big round of applause for Mr. George Gomez, designer of NBA Fast Break. This game is on location testing in Chicago and absolutely kicking when it comes to collections. Absolutely. You're going to love it, and you'll have a chance to play it in just a few minutes.